Hi guys. So let's try something different tonight. How's everybody doing? Let's try a new spread. You want to try a new spread called the Cross of Truth? I've never tried it. Let's give it a shot, okay? It's gonna have your present, your hopes and fears, what can help you, challenges, and the outcome. Let's give it a shot, right? Let's try it together, okay? So let's do this. Hopefully I have enough room on this little table. That's my next goal, is a bigger space here. Okay. Let's see. Because I don't have very much room, but you know what? Nothing stops me. I hope everybody's doing good. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Hope you have a good week. I'm done with my days off. I did get a lot accomplished. I'm on the last legs of the paperwork part of things. Got a couple more things to do, but I'm back to work tomorrow. So my vacation, which really wasn't too much of a vacation. Well, it was. I got to do a lot of little fun stuff, like finding stuff for the place and, antique shop and things like that. So, and I did score some good stuff. So, that's positive. Let's move this. Okay, so let me see how this looks. Okay, we've got the present. This is brand new, and I don't care. I'm doing it right here I'm doing it right here with you guys. Remember, this channel's about adventure, right? So we're going on a little adventure together. Oh, geez, I hope I have enough room. Okay, cat guru, you gotta go over there for a minute. Okay, and then I think there's one on each side. All right. This is exciting. Kind of hard to shuffle and hold this book at the same time, but hey, I'm a hairstylist, so multitasking with my hands and stuff is something I'm used to. And also I was a waitress for, oh boy, a lot of years. I might even give that a go again if I want some extra money. It's a good way to make tips. Quick money in your pocket. That's the way to do it. Okay. So your present is 8 of Cups. Your hopes and fears are 7 of Cups. That's choices. 8 of Cups. Okay. Present is 8 of Cups. Hopes and fears is 7 of Cups. Helpful matters is King of Swords. Don't tell them off. Challenges are, whoa. Challenges are Ace of Wands, and the outcome is 4 of Swords. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna use one of these just so I don't lose my pages. Told you we're doing this together, like I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Your present is 8 of Cups, which is, well, he's had a lot of everything, spilled cups and everything else, I'm pretty sure, in his life, but he is looking out to the future. So I guess we're looking out to the future right now, in the present. desires, hopes, and fears is, so we fear, well, the second card shows how you really feel about the situation. This in itself can tell a great deal about your mindset. How in tune is this card with the others? Is it in the conflict or agreement with what you want and what the other cards say? If this card is positive and the other cards are negative, we're not going to get into all that. I find it positive because it can be a lot of choices. Okay, so a lot of choices can be, it's a hope and fear card, so a lot of choices can be hope, can be a hope, which I hope, and then it's also fearful because you're like, oh gosh, which one do I choose? Okay, we're looking out into the future. We have a whole bunch of options that can be scary or exciting or both. What can be helpful is the Four of Swords, which is pretty much, I think, laying still and contemplating for the most part. So that's going to be helpful to do for all these choices, with all these choices. And then what's opposing you is Ace of Wands. Now that one I gotta look up because I'm not sure about that one, okay? I'm getting to know these cards. I'm really proud of myself for that. Before long, I might not even have to look in here too much. Okay, so what's opposing us is Ace of Wands, which symbolizes the seed of an idea that you feel very excited about. This frequently has a career or business orientation, a new job, or the start of a new business venture. There's a great deal of creative energy indicated with this card. It is extremely good for anyone involved in creative endeavors, like what I'm doing right here, or moving, or starting a new job, or starting a new relationship, starting an art project, anything creative. That's what's gonna, that is what our challenge is gonna be. Let's keep reading. Due to the element it represents, this card indicates a high degree of energy and action, so it holds a force of strength, enthusiasm, and excitement, all the ingredients required at the outset to make a venture successful. Any project started under the auspices of this card hold good promise for the future. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. It can also represent an entirely new way of life, with the anticipation and excitement that such a transition would bring. That's all these options right here. It can be scary but exciting, right? If accompanied by the Empress, we're not going to do all that. Okay, anyway, so that can be a challenge because we've got, so we're looking to the future. We've got a bunch of options. We're going to contemplate, we're going to lay still and contemplate about them. I'm going to double check for Four of Swords because we have a whole bunch of creative things that we're trying to do, okay? That can be a challenge because we're like all fired up, so, you know, I don't see that's a challenge, but I mean, I think that's a good thing, but I guess you have a lot going on, so that could be challenging. And then your outcome, the advice you need is King of Swords. I mean, be direct, be discerning with your choices. I mean, this just doesn't sound but anything but good to me. Let's just check up the Four of Swords just to be sure I'm right. Okay, let's do that real quick. So I like to make sure I kind of like this spread. It's pretty simple, to the point. Four of Swords, rest, recovery, recharging batteries after a period of struggle, stress, and strain. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Phew, okay, so you may feel slightly detached from outside events, experience a need to retreat inside yourself for comfort, so laying still. A period of rejuvenation is needed, time to regroup. Regrouping, let's just say regrouping, okay? Now that we got it all together, let's do this, okay? So your present is, oh, let's make sure about Eight of Cups too. Then I'll tell you. I'm second guessing myself, but I'm pretty positive I know. Is abandonment. The Eight of Cups are behind the figure, which represents the emotional investment given previously. You now turn your back on the situation and walk away. It no longer fulfills you. You're abandoning disappointment, and walking away is a choice. So it represents things that have held you back for a long time, but due to the amount of emotional investment, you found it difficult to walk away and move on, even though inwardly you may have been wanting to for a long time. And finally, a new path is pursued. Okay, I was right. All right, so just making sure, double checking. Okay, so your present is you're walking away from a bunch of baloney. Okay, thank goodness, right? Leave that drama behind. You make the choice, which gives you power to a certain extent, because you made the choice. You didn't let somebody else make it for you. And even if both people did, you still made a choice. That's your present. Okay. The next one is your hopes and fears. We already know what that is. That's a whole bunch of choices, all right, and opportunities, which I think is great. But some people get scared of that. It can be, because you're like, uh-oh, well, I hope I make the right choice, basically. That's your hopes and fears. What's helpful is recharging your batteries after the drama, thinking about the choices, making sure you're well rested before you that's what's going to be helpful before you go forward with the challenges of the new things that you're looking at, okay, and all your choices, right? And then your outcome is the King of Swords, which is just standing on a firm choice and doing the damn thing, right? Okay, it's pretty simple. There we go. Yay, I love that. I like that spread. I like that very much. It's positive for us all. I resonate with this completely. This is what's happening with me right now. I hope you guys have lots of good choices. I hope you're moving forward from anything challenging. If not, try and make your plans, because it looks like you're gonna have a good outcome. Okay, that's great. I love that. I like that spread. I'll get used to like how it's set up after I do it, more than once. But pretty cut and dry. See, we're trying new things, right? What do the little cat gurus want to tell us today? We have Tama the Station Master. And we have Hank for Senate. Okay, and let's do Hank for Senate says, stay true to your values and you will nap soundly. That's what the King of Swords does, right? Yes, that matches. And then Tam the Station Master says, look for the light at the end of a tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, it might be a mouse with a torch. So that could also be the King of Swords. Could be the light at the end of the tunnel. Either you are or somebody for you that's going to be a firm foundation with a straightforward attitude that's going to be your light at the end of the tunnel, or you're going to be it, right? I like that. Okay. All right, let's do a crystal. We went straight to ruby, so let's go for it. Excuse my wild hair today. I did not even put a bit of blow dryer or curling iron to it. So when you see me up here and it's like 80s rocker hair, that's what I was born with. I think this is it. I don't care. Actually, it's kind of funny, but some days I kind of like, this is the hair I had when I was like 17 or something, you know, and kind of feel it some days where I'm just like, I don't care. This is what I want to do today. So I didn't feel like it. I was just going out and about, and I didn't feel like doing all that. And sometimes I just want to give it a rest. Yeah. Listen. I grew up in the 80s, so I've always got a little bit of a rocker. It's in me, even when I don't try. Just it's there. Not sorry. Oh, ruby. I guess we all know what a ruby looks like, right? I couldn't be cookie cutter if I tried with this head. I'm never gonna look like the other girls. It's just not gonna happen. And I don't want to, but I couldn't anyway. Ruby's an excellent stone for energy, imparting vigor to life, energizes and balances. It may sometimes overstimulate an adult if you're irritable or like a sensitive person. It can be overstimulating. Encourages passion for life, but never in a self-destructive way. Improves motivation and setting goals. I like it. It stimulates the heart chakra, balances the heart, encourages you to follow your bliss. It's a shield against psychic attack. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna have to get a polished ruby for sure. Yes. And vampirism of the heart energy. So if you're around energy vampires, which I have been, it's horrible. It's awful. It will drain you for every ounce of energy that you have because they're blood-sucking ticks. Get a ruby. It doesn't have to be like the rubies that are like ultra expensive. It can just be a polished ruby from the crystal store. There's different types. I'm getting one. Promotes positive dreams. Stimulates the pineal gland. Stone. It's a stone of abundance and retaining wealth and passion. I'll take that. Psychologically, it can bring up anger or negative energy for transmutation and encourages removal of anything negative. So it can help you get rid of negative energy. Promotes dynamic leadership for all the choices that you have that you're about to make. Gives you a positive and courageous state of mind. What else? Keeps the mind sharp. Heightened awareness. It does a lot of stuff. Excellent concentration. This stone's protective effect makes you stronger during disputes or controversy. I am feeling ruby. Get a ruby. Get a ruby, guys. There's a whole bunch more. Look up ruby. I'll be here all day. Awesome. I'm getting a ruby. I love rubies anyways. I love the color. Like there's like a few colors that like I like or you'll see me in that I just feel. And that's like reds. Not necessarily like the really bright, well, just red, but I kind of tend to like more of like a deeper red. Black for sure. Hot pink. I love hot pink. I love hot pink. I like all the neons actually. Neon blue, orange, I like them all. Especially like in the summer when I'm tan, which I'm not right now. I feel like I hardly saw the light of day aside from when I went out on my day trips, but I didn't really get to the beach more than like a couple times. Oh well. Just get outdoors for fresh air. But anyway, I'm straying off from thoughts. But colors I like. Anyway, red is one of them, right? And then like earth tones, because I just love like the deep burgundies, deep greens, certain shades of browns, if they're not too dull, gold, a lot of the earth tones. And I'm an earth sign, so I just naturally love anything having to do with earth element, so that's not surprising. I feel I need just nature right now, so for whatever reason, I am going towards like a very like earthy based decor, and in the place I'm getting. I always throw stuff together. I like eclectic. I don't go to a furniture store and buy all the stuff, the cookie, I don't want to call it cookie cutter. I realize that that's rude. Some people like that. I like more, finds. Okay, I like to put things together. I do the same thing with my clothing. One piece might be from a department store, one piece might be from Amazon, one might be from a flea market. I don't care. I put it together however I think that comes from growing up without a lot of money, and I just had to like get creative with how I put things together. Like sometimes me and my friends who also didn't come from wealthy families, because not very many people I knew did. We were like middle class at best, as far as finances goes, but we weren't like super poor isn't the right word. We weren't super low income, but it was minimal. So me and my friends would like trade clothes, so you have more clothes in your closet. You just borrow each other's clothes and trade stuff and everything. You learn to get creative is what I'm trying to say. And it's just stuck with me. And so now I just like it. So, it's just my thing. So anyway, I don't know if anybody cares, but I just went off on a tangent on colors and clothing. Hey, get to know me, right? Okay, so everybody have a good night. I'm gonna relax. I wanted to get this in because I got some paperwork stuff to look at, and I want to relax and chill before I have to get out to my work week. And then after that, I start doing my cleaning and stuff for the new situation. Cross fingers, everybody. Cross fingers, right? I've talked to. I've prayed a lot. Let's just say that. For quite a long time about this. And while it's a little scary, I am going to hope that I have put in the work to have a space of my own. Okay. All right. So good luck, everybody, if you're trying to do the same thing. And I hope you have a good work week. I'm not sure when I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back in before Halloween or not. That'd be fun. I might be able to do a Halloween night reading. Maybe. I'll try, okay? I should be able to. All right. So anyway, happy Halloween, okay? And happy birthday month. I don't remember who. Are we still Libra? Not sure, but happy birthday. I got so much I can't think about what day it is. Oh wait, October 31st I think starts Scorpio, right? Pretty sure. My son's friend is October 31st. So yeah, he's a Scorpio. So I think we're about to switch. I don't know if we already have. Well, happy birthday to both Libras and Scorpios, okay? I feel you, Scorpios. I got a whole bunch of Scorpio in my chart, and I get myself a lot more now that I did my chart, because I was like, how am I a Virgo, but I'm so feisty? Well, all right, love you guys. You're great people. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.